Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 13th episode of Sword Art Online Alicization. Now, last episode, we escaped from jail, ran into an integrity knight that tried to beat us up, I think like there was a chain that we had to use to defend ourselves, and instead of a proper sword, it was all pretty rough. But, we were able to run away successfully to a library of sorts and meet with Cardinal-chun. So that was great, and we found out about the administrator, which seems to be kind of the final boss, I guess, but yeah, we're definitely learning more about stuff, so let's see if we continue to do that in this episode. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, that sounds amazing. There's always a but, isn't there? Well, change is natural. Oh, well, it does suck when you run out of hard drive space, admittedly. It's always a sad moment. I have no doubt that that's the case. I need an adult. You leave that child alone. That's a red flag. Run away. Yeah. You seem to do that a lot. Make mistakes. Well, that was probably not intended. I mean, it created and managed quests and stats and stuff, right? Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Made it a sub. Some pretty complex stuff. Somebody has to. Somebody certainly has to. Okay. Man, they wasted no time jumping back into the exposition that they left off last episode, did they? I usually prefer to be kind of eased into an episode a bit more than that, but, whatever, it's fine. I hope we can run into Alice again soon and, fix her. Looking very cool there, Asuna. Even though you're not supposed to be there. It is nice knowing who she is now. I will never take that stupid handshake seriously. It is the most silliest thing. Ruler and mediator. You weren't expecting that, were you? Nani? That was funny. And now we have our epic battle between gods here. I really do love Administrator's character design right there. Just the outfit and everything was so cool. Sword class. Well, I got a mirror, so what now? This really escalated quickly. Probably. Yeah, my rod can totally block your sword. If you're a mage class, you should probably use some more magic rather than swinging your rod around. Well, then get a different body, I guess. That was too close for comfort. It's a long hallway. Oh, she's on her way. It's actually a little bit scary. But yeah, very cool, well-animated scene here. I like it. And through the door. And then she never left. One place she'll never fall into the library. It's been a while. You definitely look good for your age. Of course she did. No, don't make a White Walker. Oh yeah, that was the dragon area from before. As you do. Synthesis 1. Yes, I need Kirito on my side. That'll be the difference. Cool. Oh. Oh. Did you steal a hair? Or... Oh. Oh. Okay. Uh... Interesting. Oh? What are you implying there? Oh, right, yeah, that would explain the... Okay, yeah, that explains that. Yes, bugs can do that. Is that bug the MVP? Bug's got a long lifespan. That's what she said, yes. They don't care. They just want you for your floodlights and robots and stuff, so... You don't say. But yes, you're right. You're right. They just want you to be accepting of what you'll do in the future. Because that's what they care about, these Fluckvax being able to accept their new life once they're extracted and put into the robots. How pleasant. I would assume so. And you're implying that's not true. Well, that's pretty stupid and petty. Well, that's not encouraging. There we go. Okay. Might be for the best. So, what will you do, Kirito? To a degree. Well, there's Alice, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Ten or so. Well, that should be enough. Something like that. She likes books. Fair enough. I want to be one of your harem members. Well, this should be good. uh, is this going where I think this is going? I guess that solved that problem. She wants to kiss you, is that not obvious? Okay. This is definitely... Yeah, it's... Or just a hug, that's fine too. It's a very nice hug. Yes, hugging is being human. Don't squish her. I bet. uh... She's a very easily satisfied girl. Man, didn't she just write themselves with that scene, don't they? I mean, she gave you a hug, so it should be obvious what you're gonna do. But there's always a but. Of course, that's what you would do as a protagonist, so... that's who he is. I don't either, I like her. Aw. Can definitely agree with that. I mean, he's nowhere near as old as you are, so, you know, he'll learn. You're just like, what, 16, 17? Yu-Gi-Oh, did you find a nice book? Did you find the manga section? Or at least the 18 plus section? Now let's give a summary of all that to Yu-Gi-Oh. In other words, we gained a new party member. A wizard. Great. In other words, she's a new party member. Well, I would say so. That's a very ironic thing to say in a library. Well, that's something. That's pretty valuable. You have to just pull out of her. Exactly. The piety module. Gotta reach deep inside of her and pull out. Then she goes back to normal. Yeah, it's a bad thing. You gotta take it out. Of course not. You have to kiss her? So you have to infiltrate. Okay. We have our quest. Yeah, Integrity Knights don't mess around. Well, that's good. Pretty big. Well, we have to beat her up a little bit before we rescue her. Just how it goes sometimes. Small daggers. Cool. So just, yeah. Well, that definitely makes things much easier with his hang-up. I figured. Yeah, try to succeed on your first time. You probably won't. Yeah, it's a good point, so... Yeah, they wouldn't need anything new, just get those back. You're probably right. Oh, wow. Okay, that's gonna be a pain. One more thing. Of course there is. Well, that's a giant pain. Yeah, I wouldn't have to tell them twice. I bet they do that a lot. Really cool visuals. You know, it's just starting to imagine his long, powerful sword. Yeah, I think they both did enough. Dear review. A spell? Nobody told me that'd be a test. Man, I really love the animation on that. All the sparkles and particle effects. As it usually does. Nothing new to Kirito. No pressure, though. Well, this is Kirito, so I'm sure he will. Yes, believe in all that good stuff. Even if it takes me 20 episodes, I'll make it. Now go through that door. But it's bright out there. We don't know what's out there. I thought we were gonna do the full handshake for a second. Or hold hands. Which honestly wouldn't surprise me. Like at all. Such a dramatic door exiting. There we go. That's the outside of the door. Crimson Knights. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, this episode, basically, yeah, we continue where we left off the last episode with all of the exposition, learned about exactly how things ended off between our little cardinal there and the big bad administrator. You know, trying to hijack or reflect light or something. It's a little bit hard to completely comprehend exactly what happened between these two. But yeah, that was the basic idea of it, and Cardinal doing her best to fight against her. When they actually had, you know, a full-on epic battle, we had, you know, sword slashing, energy blasts, you know, all the good stuff for the most part. However, Cardinal, I guess, realized she wasn't going to win that fight and then just left. She ran away to the library and stayed there for like 200 years or so, as you do, trying to just kind of wait and hoping for some help to be able to fix things, you know, essentially. Of course, her idea of fixing things seems to be just turning the world into nothingness, I think is kind of what she was saying. And Kirito, although he's on her side for the most part, he's going to try to figure out something that's not quite that depressing, you know, find a third path, as they phrased it. So hopefully he can do that. I mean, I'm sure he will. He's the protagonist. He can pull off things like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, really not a lot to say about this episode for the most part. It really was just, yeah, finishing up the exposition, trying to get Kirito's help, and Cardinal kind of letting them know that she's going to help them get their swords back and stuff because they need their Integrity Knight class weapons to fight Integrity class warriors, you know, Integrity Knights. Which, you know, hopefully they can get them back soon enough. They also talked about how they had to unlock their true power or something, you know, visualizing them in their head. It was all a little bit weird. But yeah, they'll get the swords back, and they even got a couple of daggers that will just, like, seal Alice, because Yuju didn't like the idea of fighting Alice, you know, definitely didn't like the idea of having to kill her, so this was a good, you know, way to not have to deal with that. They were made intended for an administrator, but, you know, just Yuju will be able to use them. And he probably will need to end up using both of them, honestly. It's just how it goes. But, yeah, the scene when she just, like, hugs Kirito, that was a very cute scene. Just... The moment when she realized he was so much shorter than Kirito that the hug wouldn't work very well, so she stood on the chair and then had to beckon him towards her to make it work. It was all pretty funny and cute. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought I was gonna go for a kiss at first, but nah, I guess it'd be a bit too bold. You know, she just wanted to feel a little bit of that Kirito warmth, you know? Because Kirito has a girlfriend, you know, Asuna, so wouldn't want to have him cheat on her or anything. You know, Asuna wouldn't be a big fan of that, so... When you take that into consideration, the hug does make more sense than a theoretical kiss, and that's fine. You know, it was great. Let's see, anything else with the episode? I mean, it was kind of funny when she talked about how the, you know, Wrath, they just like don't care about them being happy. You know, I mean, we already kind of knew that. We got from Wrath's perspective their opinion on this whole thing, how they're making these artificial flux lights so they can like be part of these robots and be used for the military. It was something like that, so only thing they care about is making them compatible with that. Like, they wouldn't just have a mental breakdown like they did with the one example, you know, identity crisis, whatever you'd call that. So that's the only thing they really care about, so they're trying to get them ready for that. And Rat seems to more or less understand that, and just wants to try to do the best she can to fix the current world and all that good stuff. But yeah, fixing Alice is not going to be so easy. Not only do we have to pull out that thing, I think we have to get like her memories that are stored inside of Administrator's chamber and then stick that in her, I guess, something like that. You know, I guess we'll see exactly how that works when they go to do it. But they have the work cut out for them, you know, especially because Alice is going to currently try to attack them, you know, not knowing that we're trying to help her. So that's always a difficult situation when you're trying to help someone that wants you to help them but doesn't know they want you to help them and they're fighting against you. That's always a very unpleasant thing to have to deal with as an anime character fighting for good and friendship and all that good stuff. But yeah, the exiting door scene, man, when Yu-Gi-Oh and Kirito were gonna walk out of it, I loved how dramatic that was. Just all the looking at each other, the nodding, the fist bumping, just walking through the door, and then as soon as they go through it, you can actually see what's on the other side. I know, I liked how kind of slightly over the top that was. And speaking of doors, I also liked when she initially escaped Administrator. That shot of the very long hallway, you know, that was probably like a 3D thing. That was really cool too. And then you panned backwards and saw the Administrator flying towards her. It was kind of scary. But yeah, for another exposition-heavy episode, I thought it was pretty good. You know, I definitely enjoyed a little bit of a cuteness relief, for lack of a better way to put it, with the Cardinal hug. Good stuff there. But yeah, you know, decent episode, and I'm excited to get back into our actual quest, and hopefully we can rescue Alice soon enough and give her lots of hugs and everything will be great. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.